So howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to another C5 Great Bait video here at Great Bait Bakers. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's kind of foggy out today. It's about 10:15 in the morning on November 3rd. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I got a big box in my hand. It's gonna go on a car that's sitting in this garage. I just got it yesterday. I found a used part. That's gonna be much better for it than what I got on there. So what I'm gonna do right now, I just got this thing in the mail yesterday. What I'm gonna do right now is open the box up, take a look at it. Oh yeah, I found this on in the yard yesterday, or 2 days ago. I don't know what that's for, but it's kind of cool. So we're gonna open this box up and see what's in it. And it's actually a part that goes on that thing. So let's get to that, shall we? This thing is actually kind of an interesting find. I wasn't really looking for a used part, but this thing just kind of actually found me. And I'm happy it did, I really am. We shall see if it works out. I'm sure it will. Let me readjust this camera. There we go. Alright. He may even include the instructions. But anyway, as you can tell what this is. It's an air filter for the intake system. But anyway, I went on the forum, the Corvette Forum, asking about the air intake system that I found, or that found me. And this guy sent me a message, said he had the used one that he's not using anymore. And coming from the guy that owned it, I know it's going to be in great shape. I really do. Because he really takes good care of his car, keeps it clean. And I know it's going to be a quality used part. I'm trying not to get these popcorn things in the thrown all over the place. That might be difficult. You can see where this is going, I hope. If you know the C5 Corvette, you know what this is. Just by looking at the hole. Man, look how good that piece is. This piece is in fantastic shape. It's in better shape than what mine is on my car, I think. Yeah, you can see that. And you can tell by the shape of that thing, it's a Callaway Honker air filter system for the C5 Corvette. And there's the other part. I can get all the peanuts out of that thing. Looks like they're all out. Oh, got a couple in there. Hang on. There we go. But here it says Callaway. This is going to be fantastic. Fantastic. Can't wait to get this thing on, actually. And I got this, he even had this bottom screen for the radiator to keep junk from going into there. I might put that on, I might not, we'll see. But that'll be a nice addition also. Anything else in here? Yep, we got one more thing here. Got the bellows, we're gonna need that. And there should be another piece. Oh, maybe not. Okay, he didn't send that other part for the Okay, that is gone. That's not in here anymore. So the part that goes, anyway, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Luckily I found a used one. Alright, so this is the part that's not in the box. That goes from the throttle body to the MAF. And it actually has this little incline to point the MAF up. And that connects to this. And this connects to that intake. But this part is not in the box. So he must have kept that when he swapped over to the supercharger. He probably needed that to keep the MAF where it was. And that's not a big deal, because luckily I found a used one that fit my car, because his was a newer model. And it didn't have this temp sensor location here. And also it's got the hole for the fuel regulator, where the newer ones don't have that. But I think we're going to be good. I think we've got all the parts we need. We're going to be hunky-dory. Everything looks great. He's got a brand new filter here that he sent with it. And this used one that was already in there. That's going to look good. That's going to look really, really good in the car. And make it perform better. Go like this. That's going to be cool. That's going to be really nice. I'm going to like this more than what I got on there, I think. Pretty sure I will. It's in great shape. Anyway, thank you, MSG from the forum. Thank you very much for contacting me about this. And I'm really glad I got it. Now I just got to find time to put it on. Like I said, today's the 3rd of November. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to this. Maybe, hopefully next week sometime. But got to get the quick jack out and raise the car up. And I got to take my front spoiler off. And we'll go from there and take my shroud out. But should be fun to do. I'm looking forward to getting this done. Oh, and when I had the car painted, they put the front bumper cover on, but they did not locate the hood wiring plug, the hood light wiring plug. So that's been MIA since I got the car back from paint a couple years ago. So taking this out of the original one will give me a chance to locate that and put it back where it belongs. So hopefully we'll be able to find that. So I'll be back. Alright, next on the agenda, rocks. I'm going to disconnect this blade on this thing, because we don't need it anymore, or not yet. We do not need it on there yet. There, now we're ready for winter when it comes. Maybe move some snow with it. I'm going to take this box up to the garbage can and get rid of it. Alright, how you doing? Another birthday's come and gone. I can stay retired. For now anyway. But today I got something that I'm going to start working on. I got to get the quick jack out, put it underneath this thing, raise it up a tad. I'll probably take the front wheels off. I'm going to clean it up for sure. It needs to be cleaned up and put the cover on. But we're going to be working on replacing our cold air intake. But I'm going to work on putting that on now. I'm not going to do it all day. I'll probably get the car up on the quick jacks and take what I got on there now off. And then I'll work on the other stuff later. Can't do it later this afternoon. There's a football game going on that I want to watch. And tomorrow's Saturday. It's all day football. I can't work on that. But yeah, maybe Monday I'll get to it. No, Monday I'm busy. Tuesday I'm busy. Maybe next Wednesday. About another week, 5 days. So it's gonna take a while. I'll be back when I got progress. Well, that was quick. I forgot to tell you I worked on this too. Blade should be ready to go if we get some snow. I've got a rock driveway, and I saw on the internet that people put this PVC, 2-inch PVC on the bottom of this so the blade doesn't actually degrade the rock away. It's supposed to slide over the top of it, but we'll see. I had to get a piece for the middle, so the PVC I found was too short, so I just kept the 2 end pieces that I got already had on there, and I just cut a piece to fit in the middle. I'll probably put a strap and a couple screws in here just to keep them together, but we'll see. Anyway, that should be ready to go for winter. I gotta get a couple sandbags in the back end, get some weight back there. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon, go into town, get some sandbags, because it is almost winter. It is November. It's almost ready. It is ready to use. Whether it works or not, that's up in the air still. But anyway, let's get on the Corvette. All right, here we are again. That whole intake's coming off. The bellows, or the smooth adapter's coming off. I'll have to keep a clamp off of that, I'm sure, or two. This cover's coming off. The radiator support on top is coming off. And I'm gonna get down here and take these corner pieces off under here. And I'll take the spoiler off. That's bolted from underneath with nuts on the inside. Nuts. So that'll have to get my arm in there and probably get all cut up again from that, because I usually do. So that's what I'm gonna do next. 2 10mm bolts on each side here. That should come off. That should come off pretty easy, just a couple connectors. The MAF is going to go back up to here. So I think we're going to be okay. Shouldn't be too bad. The hardest part is going to be getting this support or that shroud out. That'll be the hard part, but that's why I got to take off the spoiler, because I can't get to a couple of the bolts along the bottom without taking it off. Probably could, but it'll be a pain in the butt. So just make it easier on myself, and I'll take the spoiler off and I'll put it back on later. Not a big deal. So I'm going to work on that. And if I have any complications or anything, I'll let you know, but I don't foresee anything. So I'll be back when I got the intake off and show you where I'm at. All right, we got that out. That was pretty easy. One thing I'm kind of anxious to do, when I had this car painted, they lost the connector for this hood light, and I don't know where it went. So once I get that cover out of there, I'm gonna look for that and put it where it's supposed to be, and hopefully get that back. I don't use it anyway, but gotta find it though. This is what the old one looks like. You gotta take these clamps off, get the MAF moved up to here on the other one, and we'll go from there. All right, we got some of it opened up. It says DeWitt on the radiator. We got this first part of it put together. It's got marks on it so you know where to put it. Got my inlet sensor there. Got a little hole there for my pressure regulator. Everything should be lined up and ready to go. Just having a little trouble getting this end on the throttle body, but a little lube will take care of that, I'm sure. This thing, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'll probably take it upstairs and leave it up there. I gotta get new pins for this because you can see they're broke. That's why I wasn't staying down, and this one didn't go in the hole all the way, so it's gonna get broke too. I got new ones in my little orange toolbox right there anyway. So now I just need to get underneath, take the spoiler off, and take that cover back out. Shouldn't be too bad. I think there's like 5 or 6 screws on the bottom, 7 maybe. I don't know. But that ain't gonna happen today. I'm going back in the house. Really nice out here. It really is. It's only like 50 degrees outside. We're at 60 degrees in here. So very comfortable working. As you can see, I got no jacket. So Brandon, welcome back. It's What is today? Damn, been a while. I want to say November 15th. It's a Friday. And I'm finally going to get to this little jewel. See if I can't get this thing out of there. And get the other one put in. The only hard part is going to be getting the screws out from in here. I may have to take my splitter off, but I'm going to try to do without it. But we'll see how that goes. We shall see how that goes. Yeah, that might be difficult. So I'm going to work on that. I'm not going to show you any of that because it's going to be hard to get to. It's going to take a while. I think there's 5 bolts down there. I want to say 5 or 6, maybe 7. I'm not sure. But that's where we're at. So I'll be back. All right, I don't know if that camera caught it or not, but I got that thing out. And I think I figured out what was going on with my hood lamp connector missing. I think this is it right here. And I'm pretty sure that's the temperature connector for a dual climate control, which I do not have. So I think they plugged that in instead of hooking it to the hood connector. So I'm going to disconnect this and see what happens. And I'm sure that'll probably fix my issue. Well, that was it. I don't know what that other connector goes to. I'm going to assume, but we got the light working. I'll leave it hooked up and see if it goes out. If it does, then I know it's a correct connector, but I'm pretty sure it is. But this other connector down here, I don't know where it went now. Right here. Pretty sure that's a temp sensor. So, that I do not need because I do not have dual climate control. So, let's get this other shroud. See if we can get that put in. We got her set in there. Now we just need to get the bolts back in it and snug it down. Go from there. Pardon me. Pardon me. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bolts in along the bottom. And that part will be done. And I was able to do it without removing the splitter. So that was good. Took a little bit with my hands, but I'll try and get it back in without removing the splitter again. Alright, we got most of that put together. Everything's all installed. The one thing I'm having issues with that thing shouldn't be sticking out like that, should it? I'm going to take that loose again, I guess. But the one thing I'm having issues with, I can't find my original air box for the rubber seal for that, for the air hose to go into. So I'll have to order another one of those. Unfortunately. I have no idea what I did with it. I really don't. And this old air filter I had on there, it's a built-in rubber. So I can't use that. So I'm gonna have to go online and see if I can't find a gasket for it. And I have no idea what I did with that original airbox though, man. I had it hydrocarbon painted long time ago. And I don't know what I did with it. It's not upstairs in the boxes. So I'll have to keep digging, I guess. So, anywho, I'm gonna be back. Gotta fix this thing right here. Push that in. I just got the air filter in. Much better. Another thing you might notice is the hood light went out. So I know that's a connector for the hood light. That's why I could never find it, because it was hooked to something else that didn't need to be hooked up. So we're gonna put this thing back on now. Not sure if I mentioned it or not, but I zip tied my wires here, kind of looped them around a little bit. I don't know if you can see them or not. I got to shorten them up so they plug into here. Then I got the fuel pressure regulator plugged in. Should be all ready to go. All right, well, that's as good as it's going to get. You can see these holes don't quite line up. I don't know if that's just a little difference in the cars that it came off of. So I'm not going to worry about those pins. I don't know, I might put a push pin in the holes just to hide them, but not going to be able to use those for sure. Doesn't look too bad though. Like I said, I got to get a rubber gasket for this and put this elbow down here on that connector, and that'll be done and it'll be ready to go. But for the most part, that is a done deal, and we'll see what happens, I guess. So that'll do it for this little mod. Fortunately, like I said, that's not really a fun job, but not too bad because I didn't have to cut the hole. All right, it's time to finish up the video for this thing.
Is there any way?
I got my little O-ring for this air tube. Hopefully this will fit right in there, and it does. And this thing should pop right in. It's a tight fit. I may have to put this camera down and use both hands. The hose doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to get some lube on that sucker. I'll be back when I get it put in. Alright, we got it in there. A little lithium grease. Little lithium lube. Did wonders. Now it's all complete. Well, I still got to deal with this thing, but I don't know if the holes don't even line up, so I'm not even going to worry about those. Not even going to worry about it. I'll put a little pin in there to hide the hole, but other than that, I think I'm going to just leave it as is. That one looks like it matches up pretty close, but the other one don't for some reason. Maybe when I get the car on the ground, I'll be able to figure it out. We'll see. Might be slid back too far. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to start this thing up. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we get any codes. I guess we'll put a battery charger on it first, huh? Anyway, the starting's not going to happen right now, so this video is going to be done. And I'll get a battery charger on it and see if I can't start it next week. Sorry about that. Alright, we got this thing off the jacks. Alright, I got it done for the day, I think. We got the unfortunate project done that we didn't really want to do. Got that thing all put back together. I haven't started it yet, like I said earlier, but charging the battery up. It's down a little bit. So we're going to charge that, maybe come back tomorrow. But I got to put away for the winter. I'll probably play with it a little bit. I do have a couple of projects I want to get done, like the low rise headlights, night drive. And I want to put a double din in it, but we'll see how that goes. Not looking forward to that one. I don't know why, but I think it'd look cool and be cool. But the headlights will probably come as a priority. I got everything I need except for the shrouds. When I get the shrouds, then I'll start on the project. I want to make sure I have everything I need to get that done. But we're done with all the projects for now. Waiting for the snow. Got that hooked up. Went and bought some sandbags for the back. 45 pounds each, so that's 90, 180, about a little over 200 pounds, so we'll be good there, hopefully. Anyway, like I said before, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay grape, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.